the Mastery Mindset podcast channel. The CEO series. Master your mind and unleash your potential. Hey there, folks. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Mastery Mindset podcast channel. Today, we're delving into a critical topic that's relevant for all of us in the working age. Inclusive leadership. Fostering diversity and belonging. Now, I know that discussing this topic can sometimes seem like a bit of a challenge, but fret not, because we're going to break it down into actionable insights and practical examples that you can implement in your professional life. So, let's get started. To kick things off, let's start by understanding what inclusive leadership truly means. Inclusive leadership is all about creating an environment where every member of your team feels valued, respected, and heard, regardless of their background or identity. Just to illustrate this point, let me share an example. Meet John, a talented employee who was hesitant to voice his ideas at work because he felt that his ideas were often overlooked. John had a wealth of experience and a unique perspective to offer, but he often found himself holding back in team meetings. He believed that his voice didn't carry the same weight as some of his colleagues. This lack of confidence in his contributions stemmed from past experiences where his ideas went unnoticed or were brushed aside. However, when his manager embraced inclusive leadership by actively seeking his input and acknowledging his contributions, John began to thrive. His manager recognized John's potential and started to make a conscious effort to engage with him. During meetings, the manager would specifically ask for John's thoughts on various topics, making him feel valued and heard. This simple act of inclusion had a profound impact on John's confidence. As a result, John started to actively participate in discussions, sharing his unique perspective and innovative ideas. His colleagues began to notice the value in his contributions, and slowly but surely, John's ideas started to gain traction within the team. Over time, John's unique perspective led to groundbreaking innovations that benefited the entire team. His manager's commitment to inclusive leadership not only boosted John's confidence but also enriched the team's decision-making processes, and ultimately contributed to the success of the organization. John's story is a testament to the transformative power of inclusive leadership. It highlights how fostering an environment where every team member feels valued and respected can unlock the full potential of your workforce and lead to innovation and success. So, why should we care about inclusive leadership? Well, it's not just a feel-good concept, it has tangible benefits for organizations. When leaders foster an inclusive environment, they can harness the power of diverse perspectives, leading to increased creativity and innovation. Let me paint a picture of what the transformation brought about by inclusive leadership looks like in practice. Consider the case of Company X, a company that realized the true potential of fostering inclusivity within their teams. Company X recognized that their workplace culture needed a significant overhaul to adapt to the changing times. They decided to make a conscious effort to promote inclusivity within their teams, from top to bottom. This initiative went beyond just lip service, it was a commitment to creating a genuinely inclusive environment. As a result of this transformation, 1. Employee satisfaction soared. One of the most immediate impacts was a surge in employee satisfaction. Team members began to feel more valued and heard. They appreciated that their unique perspectives were not only welcomed but actively sought after. This sense of belonging and appreciation had a direct positive impact on morale. 2. Retention rates improved. The positive shift in workplace culture had a ripple effect on employee retention. Talented individuals who might have otherwise looked for opportunities elsewhere chose to stay because they felt a strong sense of connection to the organization. This saved Company X both time and money that would have otherwise been spent on recruitment and training. 3. Profitability increased. Perhaps the most striking outcome was the effect on the bottom line. With employees feeling more motivated, engaged, and creative, Company X saw a noticeable increase in productivity and efficiency. The diverse perspectives that were now actively encouraged led to innovative solutions to long-standing challenges. This boost in creativity translated into increased profitability for the organization. 4. Enhanced reputation. Company X's commitment to inclusive leadership didn't go unnoticed. It enhanced their reputation both within and outside the industry. Clients and partners were more inclined to collaborate with a company that not only talked about inclusivity, but also actively practiced it. Inclusive leadership at Company X wasn't just a box to check, it became a part of their DNA, and the results spoke for themselves. The transformation they experienced serves as a compelling example of how inclusive leadership truly pays off, not just in terms of employee satisfaction but in the tangible success and growth of the organization. Now that we understand the importance of inclusive leadership, let's dive into some practical strategies that you can readily implement in your workplace. The first key strategy we'll explore is active listening. At the heart of inclusive leadership is the ability to genuinely hear your team members. It's more than just hearing their words, it's about understanding their perspectives, feelings, and experiences. When you actively listen, you convey a message that their voice matters, and this builds trust. It creates an atmosphere where team members feel valued and heard, ultimately fostering a deep sense of belonging. Another crucial aspect of inclusive leadership is being aware of unconscious biases. We all have them, and they can influence our decisions and interactions more than we realize. The first step towards creating an inclusive environment is acknowledging and addressing these biases. To illustrate this point, let's take a look at Maria's experience. Maria was a manager who, upon self-reflection, noticed that she had a tendency to favor employees who shared similar backgrounds to hers. This unconscious bias was affecting her decision-making process, team dynamics, and ultimately, the inclusivity of her team. However, Maria didn't stop at just recognizing her bias, she took proactive steps to address it. She began to actively seek out different perspectives within her team. She encouraged open discussions, welcomed input from all team members, and ensured that everyone had an equal opportunity to contribute. The results were remarkable. Maria's team experienced incredible growth and cohesion. The diversity of thought that was now actively encouraged led to a wider range of ideas and perspectives, which, in turn, translated into more innovative solutions to the challenges they faced. Maria's transformation as a leader had a profound impact on her team's success and their sense of belonging within the organization. As we delve deeper into our discussion on inclusive leadership, let's explore the importance of measuring progress in this journey. After all, it's not just about implementing strategies, it's about ensuring that those strategies are having a positive impact. One effective way to gauge the effectiveness of your inclusive leadership initiatives is through regular feedback from your team members. This feedback loop is crucial to understanding what's working and where improvements are needed. Many successful organizations have recognized the value of employee surveys in this regard. These surveys serve as a powerful tool to measure and evaluate the impact of inclusive leadership on the workplace culture. Here's how they work. 1. Anonymous input. Employee surveys allow team members to provide feedback anonymously, which can encourage open and honest responses. This anonymity often leads to more candid insights into the effectiveness of your inclusive leadership efforts. 2. Identifying strengths and weaknesses. By asking specific questions related to inclusivity, these surveys help organizations pinpoint areas where they excel and areas that require improvement. For instance, are team members feeling heard and valued? Do they believe their contributions are genuinely appreciated? 3. Quantitative data. Surveys provide quantitative data that can be tracked over time. This data allows you to see trends, track improvements, and identify any persistent issues. 4. Fine-tuning strategies. Armed with the feedback gathered through these surveys, organizations can fine-tune their inclusive leadership strategies. If, for instance, the surveys reveal that certain groups within the organization are feeling less included, targeted strategies can be developed to address these disparities. 5. Building trust. The act of conducting employee surveys itself can build trust among team members. It shows that the organization values their opinions and is committed to fostering a more inclusive environment. In short, employee surveys are a powerful tool for organizations committed to inclusive leadership. They provide valuable insights, facilitate ongoing improvement, and contribute to the overall success of these initiatives. Remember, measuring progress isn't just about checking boxes. It's about ensuring that inclusivity is deeply ingrained in the culture of your organization. As we near the end of our discussion on inclusive leadership, let's explore the concept of the ripple effect and why it's so crucial. Inclusive leadership isn't confined to the upper echelons of an organization, it has the power to permeate throughout every level, creating positive change. Imagine this scenario. A leadership team at an organization actively promotes inclusivity. They ensure that diverse voices are not only welcomed but actively encouraged at the decision-making table. Now, consider the ripple effect that this creates throughout the organization. When leaders embrace inclusivity, it sends a powerful message to their teams. Team members witness their leaders valuing and respecting diversity of thought, experience, and background. This, in turn, encourages team members to do the same. As team members see the benefits of diverse perspectives firsthand, they become more willing to engage in open and honest discussions. They bring their unique viewpoints to the table, knowing that their contributions will be genuinely considered. This shift in mindset leads to richer discussions and more innovative solutions to the challenges the organization faces. Moreover, when team members feel included and valued, they are more likely to collaborate effectively. They become a cohesive unit, working together towards common goals, and this unity is a powerful catalyst for success. The ripple effect of inclusive leadership doesn't stop there. As teams become more inclusive and collaborate more effectively, the organization as a whole benefits. It becomes more adaptable, responsive to change, and better equipped to navigate the complexities of today's diverse and dynamic workplace. In essence, inclusive leadership creates a cultural shift within the organization, where inclusivity is not just a top-down initiative but a shared value that drives every individual to contribute their best. This ripple effect amplifies the positive impact of inclusive leadership, ultimately leading to more innovative, inclusive, and successful organizations. And there you have it, folks. We've spent the last hour discussing inclusive leadership, fostering diversity and belonging. I hope you found this conversation valuable and filled with practical takeaways. In conclusion, fostering diversity and belonging through inclusive leadership is not just a buzzword, it's a vital aspect of creating thriving, innovative workplaces. By actively practicing these strategies, you can make a positive impact on your team and your organization as a whole. Before we wrap up, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. If you found this episode informative and thought-provoking, please do subscribe to the Mastery Mindset podcast channel. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue bringing you quality content. If you have any thoughts, questions, or ideas for future episodes, please feel free to drop a comment below. Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, remember, inclusive leadership isn't just a philosophy, it's a mindset that can transform workplaces and lives. Stay curious, stay inclusive, and keep striving for mastery in all that you do.